AR and VR are both forms of immersive technology, but they differ in how they affect our everyday lives. VR is a computer-generated environment that blocks out the real world, whereas AR uses holograms to add virtual information to the real world. As an example, while VR is used to train astronauts in an environment that is different from their real one, AR is used to enhance the experience in your current location. VR is a computer-generated simulation of an alternate world. VR is a new technology that allows people to immerse themselves in a 3D digital environment. VR systems create the appearance of a life-sized world by using advanced computer graphics and computer vision. Unlike traditional 2D movies, VR is completely immersive. Initially developed for entertainment, VR is now being used in educational settings. It's also being used for high-end brand experiences, gaming, and high-concept art realms. However, critics worry that VR could cause people to forget about the real world. Despite its controversial reputation, VR is not yet widely used, but it's already proving its value. VR is a promising technology that has the potential to transform people's lives. It has already been used to treat patients suffering from various psychiatric conditions, such as phantom limb pain. It's also being used to help people recover from injuries, such as strokes. AR uses holograms. Holographic displays and interactive holography have long been on the radar of virtual reality researchers. However, conventional hologram calculation requires a huge computational load. The technology needed to produce realistic holograms is not yet ready for mass adoption. To address this problem, VividTwo has developed a layer-based FFT algorithm for use with an LCOS panel and applied various techniques to make it faster. In addition, the LCOS display uses a series of apertures to control the interference pattern. This helps generate a high-resolution image. Holographic AR can integrate body movements into the experience. Holographic AR also eliminates the need for a handheld controller device. This technology is still in the early stages of development, but researchers are already getting closer to making it a reality. VR headsets are bulky. One of the biggest complaints about VR headsets is their bulkiness. They are cumbersome, heavy, and uncomfortable. They also cost a lot of money. Though the cost of the Oculus Rift has halved, it still requires an expensive computer. The designers are still learning how to make these headsets more comfortable. This problem has a few potential solutions. First of all, people do not like to use VR headsets for long hours. They are uncomfortable and bulky compared to cell phones. And they are expensive, making them unaffordable for many people. Aside from the bulky size, other problems with VR headsets include eye strain and nausea. The size of VR headsets has been a major drawback for the technology. Because of the size and weight, many people have wondered if it will ever take off. While it is still early, NVIDIA has been collaborating with researchers at Stanford University to develop a lightweight version. These new glasses will have the ability to reduce the thickness of headsets. AR apps allow you to do interesting things in your location. AR apps are interactive experiences that allow you to do interesting things in your location. The technology behind these apps relies on image recognition to place 3D objects in the real world. The data is fetched using the phone's camera. Other technologies, such as a magnetometer, allow for accurate rotation of axes in 3D space. One such application is the Dulux Visualizer, which allows you to try different colors in your home by placing a virtual splash of color on the wall. The app also features a color picker tool, a product catalog, and a section for inspiration. VR apps are more complex to develop. Virtual reality, VR, is a new technology that allows users to experience a 3D environment. It is used in a variety of industries, including healthcare, education, and gaming. Unlike augmented reality apps, VR apps do not need to capture a user's real-world environment. In fact, with proper tracking, VR systems can allow real-time navigation of real-world settings. The cost of developing a VR app is higher than for an augmented reality app. Because virtual reality is created entirely in a digital environment, the development costs are higher. However, AR apps can be developed more quickly and for a much lower price. The main difference between the two types of apps is the complexity of creating a 3D environment.